how I missed this these voice notes, but nigga, I'm super proud of you, bro. Like this is the beginning of something extremely beautiful. I can see it, I can smell it, I can taste it, nigga. Like you got it, and I'm proud of you, bro. Like you put in a significant amount of work to make this shit go, and I couldn't be more enthusiastic and more energized to see and help and do whatever I can to help you see this vision come to fruition. Um, you know, I'm excited about this, bro. Like this is special, and I'm glad that you feel convicted by what you're doing. I think it's beautiful to see, like truly.
Hell, no matter what I drink, or we drink all day, you have to refill his mugs. It's annoying as hell. It's a cool aesthetic, but for guests. Only.
No. That's how people respect you in that
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
in that world, there's a lot of people that's feeding off you on
Yeah.
the block, and they don't know when you pick up the phone and hit somebody, they don't know if you have your own motion. They think that you depend on them.
Yeah.
So the fact that they start to see you have your own motion,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we need to. It's okay
Yeah.
for him to be around us, or we
Exactly.
need to be around him too.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's how I go. You can't take it personal.
that is exactly. You
Yeah.
just can't. It's
You
just
can't.
the
It's the name of the
It's
game.
the name of the game, especially when it comes to fashion.
Yeah.
It's just the name of the game. All right, I'm going.
Hit me, brother.
Yeah. All right, I'll see y'all.
All right. You had something you specifically wanted to talk about before I say this?
No.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted to. You know how last week when we had this conversation briefly over the phone, and we was talking about like building out the idea, to kind of make it like less personal, more like universal.
Yeah.
And it was like that's something we could sit down and talk about and kind of like flesh it out.
Flesh it out.
Yeah. So I was thinking like maybe
Flesh
start
it out a
there.
little bit. Yeah. Put some thoughts down.
Yeah.
You been thinking about it?
I mean, not like intentionally or like more from briefly what we discussed last time. It's just more like this whole business casual thing, and you know, like somebody like me who growing up never saw myself somebody wearing a suit and tie, this blue collar career person, and you know, but still finding a profession in something, and like
Here you are designing.
exactly, and then designing, putting my take on what a business type
Casual.
of shirt would look like, and somebody going to, you know, but like making it cool, making it fashionable. So that's it. Which for sure a lot of people can relate, you know, in a sense of
So
they
when
never
we-
saw themselves.
Yeah, when we were having that conversation, like my mind went to, I don't know if I said this, but like my mind went to like, we have what we have as far as like campaign and like ideas and videos and stuff like that. But I was like, okay, blending it, I've been like, okay, so like there's been this whole thing of like short form content and like, okay, what does that look like to create like just a space and you do like singular things instead of having like wild ass A to Z concepts, right? Maybe it's just like an A, and A looks beautiful as hell. So my mind was just like, okay, what does it look like to create something that maybe doesn't even touch what Huey is, but also touches like other people's lives. Does that make sense?
You have to expand a little bit.
So like,
I think I'll let you finish, but kind of saying like something less personal to him.
yeah, and we might like, I'm going all the way here, and then we might come back here, right? Because I was like, okay, I know we said how does that combine, and I feel we have something that combines with the campaign, like a personal story, but also very general.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, is it worth it to do something that's just like completely? Is that worth it? Does that hurt the brand?
To do something completely weird, you have to kind of give an
So
example.
like, okay, because you have a certain aesthetic in how you dress. Okay, cool. But what does it look like to put something in a? I won't call it high fashion because you should use high fashion too. But like in the sense of like, put someone in an actual like suit with that on, or like, you know, an oversized suit, or like some long big slacks and like they have like some cool dresses on, and they're going through like having business meetings and like, you know what I'm saying, like showing that kind of like more business look,
Right.
standard
So
kind of
like
thing. Like they stand
kinda-
out in like an office, like everybody else around them is wearing regular like you know work.
and it's the
outfits.
cool person at
It's
the
the cool
office.
person that walks in,
Yeah.
and they're just like a regular Joe in the sense like they're not like the boss or nothing, but like they have this cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is that all the way here or?
I don't necessarily think it's kind of like angles, right? So that could be the campaign within itself. So let's just imagine if we scratch the campaign that we have, the idea, right? Like that could also be a campaign,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's the campaign of showing people in a traditional work setting, in traditional work attire, and then this person in this attire, you know?
And the way I see it, because when I say like it not attaching to your story, because like you just said, you never see yourself unless you ever worked a regular 9 to 5. Yeah, so it's like that's not even you, but like that's a lot of other people where it's like they still have this creative like aspect to them, but like they have to work within this.
Yeah, and it's kind of leaning into like,
Sorry, finish thought. It also pushes a message like it's okay to.
yeah, exactly.
You know what
That's
I'm
where I was going. It's okay to like, even if you work a 9 to 5, even if you can still be a creative. You can still be somebody who has taste. You can be still somebody that has style. You could have, you know, you don't gotta lose all your interest in your identity because you're somebody that's working at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta completely embody who you are.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just angles. It's like you want to go this angle, you want to play this angle. So you see a way. You kind of see it like being able to do both.
I see it, but I think for sure I think the one that is close, the one we already have, is the one we do pre, and that's something we can do
So what would that look like?
post.
The post one, what would that like? What would that look like? Like what would that be like?
Right now, it's all in my head is if you take the elements of it, a lone wolf around all these other regular folks, right? You're in an office space, all the other people are living their regular lives is super like almost robotic. Everybody's doing this, and then this one individual just comes, walks, like he still very fits the business, but it's more outstanding than what other people are doing in their regular ties and button downs, and you just watch everything just kind of like stops. Everybody's just like, what the fuck? And then he sits down, and then life just like continues after that. Cause it's like I don't know. I think the way I just put it, I feel like the messaging is like one, like we said, it's okay. Go ahead.
Cause I want to say it, not to interrupt you. What I saw, like hearing you talk through it, this is what I saw. Is like this setting of an office setting. Even if it was just like something we did with a white backdrop, you know what I'm saying? And kind of like built at a desk, whatever, or even we got location.
Yeah.
But like a chaotic situation going on around this person, and you got people in traditional workwear, traditional job wear, and they moving hectic, like phone. You hearing like phone ringing, people hanging up phones, this, that, like people wanting with files, all this, and then you have that one person who's dressed in it and styled in this way, and they kind of just chilling, like standing there maybe handing it, like, you know what I'm saying, with a cup calm and everything, and then it's just like, don't lose yourself in this, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's like that's an actual like ad.
Yeah,
Like, don't lose yourself.
Yeah. Like
like
don't
got
lose
milk.
yourself in your environment. Something like that. We'll find it. But like that's kind of how I see it.
That would be cool. Like, cause when I say that reminds me of them Got Milk commercials. Where it's like it's all this stuff and then it's just Got Milk.
Yeah. It's like all that.
Don't lose yourself. That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Mess with that heavy. But yeah, I feel like that's something that can come post. You know, like just some fun. Cause I think the one that's pre for sure. That's the direct messaging. Because it ties both worlds, you and this other side. And that one is just like, we talk about just having like, it doesn't have to, it has a meaning, but it's not like a forced meaning where it's like, this is like within the brand. And it's like, oh, it's fun content that social media would like, people on social would like, or to travel, you know, people engage with it. It has enough of a message to like people to fuck with on outside the scale of just like, because it's more than clothes, outside the scale of just buying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it has a message into it that's like, yo, this is fire.
Even when we like shot the last stuff and we like interviewed Khalil after, I forgot what he do for work, but he was saying, we was talking about environments, and he was like,
Oh yeah.
at work he feel like he can't be himself and this and this and that and this and that, and like outside of work he show you know what I'm saying, he leaned into his interests and all of that. And so that's who I was thinking about when I was saying these ideas, like, 'cause that conversation was inspiring this.
Nah, facts.
I think that's hard. That's it for sure.
Yeah, that's a compelling ass piece of content for sure.
Yeah, and it's like it's clear, you know.
Mhm.
That's one of those things. Like it's clear. Like you watch that and it's like, all right, I got the message.
Mhm.
And it's like the close fire is fuck, but like
I got
the message just hit.
Yeah, I need to go to work tomorrow with some
Yeah,
shit
like,
on.
man, I'm about to pee myself tomorrow at work.
Hey, don't get fired.
Yeah,